Terms of our today's objectives of this workshop, there are merely two, broadly speaking. First and foremost, to see how we sitting here can better understand Parliament, appreciate its works, how Parliament works, what are the structures, how do you navigate Parliament, and link to that to see, having known how Parliament works, then you can then better engage them. That's what you produce, your data, so that you have what? Uptake.
We realize that Parliament has two key critical roles to play. Representing the people they are representing in this room where the various tables are constituencies. It means that each table has a parliamentarian representing your views in Parliament. The second most important thing is their oversight role over the executive. And if you want to perform any of these two roles effectively and efficiently, you need evidence. Evidence generated from data.
We expect that the project will help Parliament of Ghana to improve the quality of life of citizens through evidence, using data to oversee the implementation of the SDGs. At the end of everything, the whole show, this is the result, the big results we are working towards.
The Sustainable Development Goals gives us an opportunity to ensure that no one is left behind. So it tries to address the issue of inequality, and it tries to address the temptation to look at issues at the aggregated level to make a case that the intervention is yielding returns or not.
SDGs, we all know, this is a framework that seeks to ensure sustainable development in the future for all. And our countries have committed to these things. We hope to meet these targets by 2030. And for Ghana, we are in quite a unique position because our president sits as a co-chair for the UN advocates for the SDGs. And so we have more reason to push harder for the attainment of the SDG targets.
How can we make them have the interest in using our data? There was a program called Google Bagia. I never liked it until I watched it. So it will always leave you in a suspense for you to make sure you watch the following episode. So it is up to us to make Parliament and other data users have interest, yes, to watch Google Bagia, because there is something in there for us.
Data is an indispensable tool for any decision making. And so for the Parliament of Ghana, it will not be an exempt if they rely on statistics for their decisions. In fact, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so making judgments or decisions based on ad hoc ideas would land or plunge the country into a disaster. And so there's a need for the Parliament of Ghana to base all their decisions on evidence. And here by evidence, I'm referring to data, empirical data. For example, if they want to make a decision on education and they don't have the numbers or they don't have the fact to support the decision that they will undertake, it is going to serve as a jeopardy to the persons of Ghana.
So this training is giving us an opportunity to think through how Ghana's Parliament will rethink the engagement with the Sustainable Development Goals. The Sustainable Development Goals has come to us as a country in a manner on which we have developed our program of the Coordinated Program on Economic and Social Development Policies. We've had instances where the tracking of developmental goals have not followed a very structured manner. What this training is bringing to the fore is the need to engage Parliament to use comprehensive, accurate data to track progress that we are making with the census.
We are implementing a project called Data for Accountability Project in collaboration with the Ghana Statistical Service and INASP. What the project seeks to do is to help Parliament monitor the progress of SDGs implementation in Ghana, and it's a 2-year project funded by William and Flora Hewlett Foundation. The current activity that we are having today is a sensitization workshop for staff of the Ghana Statistical Service. The current cohort comprises the regional statisticians and some senior officers from the regions.
This particular one focus on our regional directors, and they represent statistical service in all the 16 administrative regions.
So this project seeks to, first of all, engage interface Parliament with the GSS and ensure that their products, data that they produce, is consumed by Parliament.
Data, I would say, is the ingredient for cooking. So if you want to cook and you don't have the right ingredients to cook, you cook all right, the food will not be palatable. So Parliament can only plan, can only make decisions, can only make policies based on informed evidence. So the evidence is the data Parliament needs to make the policy or decision. So data is very critical.
The key challenges I see that faces parliamentarians on the use of SDG data has to do with, first and foremost, even the availability of the data for their usage. And so it's becoming clear that there are not enough data available for them to use, and particularly in the format which is usable by the MPs. Most of these MPs, even though they are technocrats in their own line, but they're politicians. And so if data are not favorable to them, they tend to shelve it and then toe their political lines.
The whole idea of data usage by Parliament will become what? Institutionalized. And that will also lead to what? Policy-informed decision-making process. And ultimately, that's our ultimate goal, that will lead to what? Enhanced livelihoods of our citizens in Ghana.
When it comes to Ghana Statistical Service, we have a lot of data sitting in there, but people are not aware. So we have data, people are not aware. What do we do? So right now, Statistical Service wants to come out, I think, for the open data policy for the SDSS. At this time, we tell people what we have, what is available, and then we give them what they want. So we are preparing the data, or we are packaging the data in such a way that what you want is what you get.
We are hoping that from this training, whatever knowledge and awareness we are creating among the statisticians, going forward, it's the first step towards further engagement with Parliament. We are hoping that this marks the beginning of a journey where GSS interacts more with Parliament. Products from GSS, the data from GSS finds entry into Parliament, particularly through the information support units of Parliament.
This will actually change our working culture in terms of being proactive in trying to understand the needs of parliamentarians and responding to those needs with appropriate data products.
We thank ACEPA for putting up this program, and as times go on, we need more of such training to enhance staff of GSS to fill the data gap.
I want to warmly welcome you to this workshop, this seminal training workshop. And thank you so much for honoring our invitation to come in your numbers.